What it is, it's your boy Dutch the Damon, and you now watching Damon Time with Dutch. On today's episode of Prison Stories Uncut, you now just about back in that cut annex with it, man. Now, this situation took place over 20 some odd years ago, right? They had your boy trapped in that cut annex. But before I hop off in the storytelling mode, we're gonna go ahead on and run the shout outs down for the people that have been supporting the channel through Cash App. First up on the list, we got the sister Sabrina Jones. This sister is a loyal supporter. She watch all my content. She comment on all my stuff. This sister from Miami, Florida. She's showing that she like the content. Appreciate you, sister, for blessing the channel through Cash App, Sabrina Jones. And last but not least, we got the brother Michael Wallace. His brother, a loyal supporter. He went on here to bless the channel through Cash App and his hard-earned money in. Appreciate you, brother Michael Wallace. Now that we got that out the way, let's get it. And when I got out back, it was still maximum security. Probably was like 80% lifers in there at the time. It's a medium, minimum, slash type of spot now, but it used to be maximum. But anyway, the reason they moved all the lifers up Cumberland, up in the mountains, is because down in Jessup, they only had 2 maximum security spots that could house lifers, right? And by law, those 2 prisons have to be in close proximity to a hospital. Well, that hospital stopped accepting inmates from those facilities due to an escape attempt from the hospital. So they had to pack all them dudes up and transfer them dudes up in Cumberland to the max joints out there, where the hospital would accept the inmates. But anyway, yeah, Outback was still in full swing. Now, during this time period, it was a lot of Baltimore City street legends Outback at the time. I could go on for days about how many reputables was down there. But you know, when you go in a maximum security spot, you're going to see all the legends that been down. Now, I didn't have life, but my gang file had my security level high. I was down there with the lifers for real. Now, one of the legends that was down there stood out to me the most because he was from my projects. Man, I hadn't seen Slim since I was like 10. And when I was on the street, I was just hanging with his little brother. But anyway, Black Travis, or Dirt Bike Travis, from over East Baltimore, Highland Ridge Projects to be exact. Tall Travis with the long hair. We was in C building on the same tier. Now, I'm already knowing he locked up for the 2 bodies, because this case was a high-profile case in the city. And Shorty, one of the original niggas in the city riding them dirt bikes, along with a few other niggas, but he one of the originals. Yeah, that Baltimore dirt bike culture, you got to put Highland Ridge Projects boys in there. We talking the 90s, big 250s, 125s and all that. Yeah, Slim was out there fucking them bikes up. But anyway, when he seen me, he almost ain't recognized me because I was so young when he got booked. But he knew who I was. Once he remembered me, he went straight in his cell, broke me off. Bag of food, hygiene, project love, you feel me? Niggas look out for each other. Now this nigga tall, dark-skinned, slick nigga. Had all the bitches when he was uptown. Slick nigga, long hair, ride the bikes, get a couple of dollars. He was doing this thing. Now, there wasn't a lot of people in there from our projects, so we used to stick together. I was a good brother, he wasn't. But this nigga had respect in that bitch. You know how I know he had respect? First of all, we talking back then when Outback was Outback. Nothing but killers in there. And this man was walking around with a big bag on his head. So one of the victims in his case, he was a big-time drug lord in the city. Or used to be, because the feds got him now. They peoples was big time in the city. And it was said that he had like 100 bands on his head. Square business. Here it is, this man walking around out back, untouched, with nothing but killers around him from out my way. Highland Ridge niggas. And some other East Baltimore niggas sprinkled in. And I was in that bitch doing what he wanted. So one day we out in the small yard. You know, out back, each building got its own yard. In the C building yard. And we was waiting for the picture man to come out. We was getting ready to take some pictures for the hood, send them back out, you know what I mean? So they could see niggas in this bitch together. But they told us he went on an attorney visit and they didn't have nobody to fill in his place or whatever, so we couldn't take pictures that day. So we like, damn. The Trav like, fuck it, Dutch, I'm gonna buy you ice cream. Let's go get some ice cream. Walk over to the little shack, get a little ice cream, you know what I mean? He get to telling me like, we gonna stand over by the handball court, right? Trav tapped me on the shoulder, he like, yo, you know Bernie told on me, right? Now, of course, the dude named not Bernie. We just gonna call him Bernie for video purposes. But anyway, he like, yeah, yo, you know Bernie told him. When he say this, I'm like, what? This shit fucked me up. What? He like, yeah, yo. And I could see the hurt in his eyes when he said that shit. I know they used to be together for real. That was his man for real. He get to telling me like, man, this nigga put me on to the mission. Allegedly. So I'm like, yeah. He like, yo, nigga knew dude was telling. This the victim he talking about. One of them. The play was already in motion. They just needed somebody to do the shit. He like, matter of fact, when we get back on the tail, I'm gonna show you the paperwork. I ain't gonna tell you the story, I'm gonna show you the paperwork. So later on that evening, we get back on the tail, lock in, they do the count, let us back out for evening rec and all that shit, showers, phones and shit, microwave and everything else. When I come out the cell, I go in the day room, he come out, he got his paperwork with him. Bring it over to the table, he showed me the paperwork. The first thing I see is the nigga Bernie in there telling about the whole situation from A to Z. Then I get to reading the part where it say what actually is supposed to happen. Now, allegedly, they're accusing this man. Yeah, they're accusing him of setting up a drug transaction, right? Now, this nigga Bernie told Trav, like, the rat nigga really tell his girl everything. So 9 times out of 10, she know what he know. So we be best you get them together. This is what the nigga Bernie allegedly told Trav. But anyway, drug transaction poster got set up. So Trav poster went and met them in a parking lot so they can do the transaction. Now, the rat nigga and his girl parked there waiting. Allegedly, Trav walks up, open the back door, get in the back seat. They all know each other and familiar with each other, so it ain't no thing. It was all smiles and shit like that when he got in the car, allegedly. They get to talking about the deal, this, that, and the third. Allegedly, Trav looks around, make sure the coast's clear. Then he get the firing through the driver's seat. Boom, 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 boom. Allegedly, delete Slim. Then his girl tried to grab the passenger side door and jump out the car. But before she could do that, he shoot through the other seat. Boom, 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 boom. Allegedly deletes her. Jump out the car, get out of there. Now, the female victim in the case, her people's big time in the city. And they the ones put that 100 bands on Trav head. But before anything can happen on the streets, he gets grabbed up and finds out Bernie snitching. He goes to trial, loses trial, get double life. Man, I got finished reading that shit. I just was looking at bro like, damn. Like, that shit crazy, ain't it, Dutch? But you can't sleep on Slim, because one thing about Trav, he was in there getting that appeal money together. So you can't count Slim out.